Okay, sorry guys. I don't know what happened. Kind of new to this whole uh, YouTube thing, so and you'll probably hear my dog barking because he's really mad I put him in his crate. Um, so basically, I think where I left off was he had deployed for a second time, and he had to go back to Afghanistan. And during that time, I really started looking into my just me. Like, I was having some issues medically, and I thought it was anxiety. Turned out it was just a simple, like, heart condition. Nothing major, and something I can most definitely deal um, with no problem. But, um, yeah, so kind of went that route, and um, I, I'd always been one of those people that, like, how do I put this? I was not lacking in the chest area, if you know what I mean, and I was not a girl who could support that. I am about 5'7", 5'8", and about 160, 165 pounds, and it was not very attractive or very comfortable for me. So I started looking into breast reduction surgery, and thankfully things moved along. I was actually in South Carolina with my family since he was deployed, and so I had their support, and wound up having that surgery done in August of 2009 while he was gone. And it was really great because he's not very good with that type of thing. You know, I it was much better for that type of surgery to have females around. Um, so had that done and felt 1,000 times better right away. So um, anyway, um, he was home for a couple of weeks. After that, it had probably been about 3 months or so since I'd had the surgery, so we were good to go. Got approval by the doctor that it was okay to start BDing again, and so I was thinking, oh well, it's kind of like in the right time of my cycle, so maybe it'll happen. Nope, nothing happened, and it was after that, probably right around the time he got home, that I kind of just had a basic discussion with him and was like, look, what we're doing is not working. You know, we have to do something. So went to my primary care doctor, and he ordered around a blood work and an internal ultrasound, and also referred me to an OBGYN. So I went in and had a consult with him. He wanted me to start charting, and he wanted to see 3 cycles of charting, so he could see what was going on. And he would also request and get my um, blood work and see what the results of that were. Um, so I start charting, and that was a new experience in and of itself, and definitely something you have to get used to, and you have to make a daily habit. Once you do get used to it, it's not a big deal at all. And thankfully, I had been watching Jill Pole's videos for a while, and I always heard her talk about Fertility Friend, and I was like, you know what, that sounds perfect to me. I'm on the computer enough that it's easier for me to keep track of my attempts online and have them do the work than for me to try to keep it on paper and um, everything like that. So um, he wanted to see the charts. I went back in when they excuse me, when they got my blood work results back in, and as well as the ultrasound. Ultrasound came back perfectly fine. Didn't see anything. Had a good lining in there and everything like that. So then he starts talking about the blood work, and turns out that I had very high levels of testosterone. So his thinking was, okay, you've got some hormonal imbalance going on, and that can really, it can throw things, and basically you will not ovulate, as many of you know. And so basically, he goes, okay, let's try metformin. He explained to me it's typically given to diabetics. It's also, being given to help women with PCOS and those who don't ovulate on their own, and it can work. So he put me on 1,000 milligrams of metformin, and he wanted me to do that for 3 months and see if there was any evidence, either by a BFP or just evidence of ovulation on my charting. Um, so did that. Metformin was an ugly beast that I'll get into more maybe in another video, but definitely was a difficult 3 months on that medication. So go back, and metformin did not do the trick. There was no BFP, no possibility of it, nada. So I went back in, and he said, okay, it looks like, what we need to do is maybe move on to Clomid. I was really excited because I've heard good things about Clomid. So he goes, I'm going to start you on 50 milligrams. I'm going to give you the 50 milligram pill so that after the first cycle, if it does not work, then I want you to start doing 2 pills on cycle days 5 through 9 to bump it up to 100 milligrams, and then I can go to 150 milligrams the next cycle if it doesn't work. Which basically that gets us up to where I am now. I am on cycle day 9, and tonight will be my last dosage of the 100 milligrams of Clomid, and then we will be BDing and hoping that I ovulate good and strong, and that we can get a BFP. This really, it's been a crazy, crazy journey, and I'm so thankful that I have found this network of other women. And I promise you I'm going to do better to comment and subscribe and be there for you guys as much as you've already been there for me. And I just want to thank you for being so open and candid. And I am an open book. The only thing I will say I will not comment about, or you won't really see anything in my videos much, is about what my husband does, any kind of specifics. Just, he's in the military, and if you know anything about that, you have to be careful what you share and what you put out there. And so I just ask that you respect that, and I look forward to getting to know all of you. And best of luck to all of you who are trying, and definitely baby dust to you. Look forward to getting to know you gals.